Yo, it's not. Oh, hold on. That loop is on. My bad. They messed me up. Let's rerun it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
It's not regular. It's off the charts with your boy, Real Will. Listen, y'all. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight, After Dark Show. If you have not checked out my last show with Dondre and Greg, make sure you go check that out. What else? Any updates? I'm gonna give you some updates on my charts tonight, guys. We're gonna talk about Trump tonight. Every day I'm trying to be consistent. Every day I'm trying to be original. You know what I mean? I look around and I be like, how do people find videos to react to? And I just be like, you know what? I just gotta be myself. And when I see something, do some research on it and just react to it, man. It don't have to be perfect, but I do want original content. I do want to be able to be real, raw, and transparent with you all. I am a day trader. I work at Amazon. Will be sooner or later working somewhere else. I'm just trying to get the bag, man. I'm just trying to get my money up. Made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I'm here. You know what I mean? My wife, my two kids. We trying to get it in. Get our place. And I want you to be able to see the growth. I want y'all to be able to see Real Will in all black, because that's all I wear is black. So if you see every episode, it's gonna be black everything. You know what I mean? So thank you for tuning in, and those that are not tuning in yet, thank you. Before we get into the Trump situation, it's 10 o'clock, and I want to be able to get on the charts real quick and show y'all, what I'm looking at. Let me share my screen, see if we can find a trade tonight before we start talking about Trump. So, man, I really encourage people to learn day trading. I really, really do encourage people to learn day trading, right? Because day trading is actually changing my life. Um, it's not about the money, It is somewhat. Oh shoot. Give me a second. I gotta change this, but I forgot to make something. So while I'm talking, you might see me, whatever. But day trading, man, I learned day trading from Swaggy C, man. And it was powerful, you know what I mean? Back in 2020, Swaggy C was teaching me, and I just venture off into, finding my own lane. Eventually finding my own lane, making a lot of mistakes, but continue to keep pushing, continue to keep going. I'm a funded trader. I've been funded over a lot of times, guys. I'm talking about blown accounts. You feel me? And I just kept going. I just kept chasing, and now I'm up a certain amount of money, and I'm just waiting for a payout. You know what I mean? I just gotta keep grinding, and that payout will be here soon. I'm trying to get this banner up. My bad, guys, so we can talk about trading. So I'm trading NQ right now. So right now you're looking at the charts of NQ. Let me see. Nah. I like this. This I like this one. But yeah, we about to trade NQ before I go into this Donald Trump thing, man. So let me go to my charts. Let me do one more thing before I get to the charts. You can see the charts right now, but let me do one more thing. I actually have to download the Donald Trump one that I will be discussing tonight, reacting to. It's gonna be interesting, It's not gonna be a crazy long stream for me tonight. I just want to be consistent, and you have to be consistent in everything you do if you want to be great. You can't look at the views. I don't care if people coming in, people going out. I don't care, because at the end of the day, this is for myself. This is for me. You know what I mean? This is for Real Will to show, receipts. You know what I mean? Some people ain't gonna understand it, but you gotta just keep grinding. All right, let's go to NQ charts to see what's popping. All right, so I trade supply and demand. I'm in NQ. I trade supply and demand, and what I look for is supply and demand with a bear flag or bull flag. So, perfect example would be something like, let me show you something I caught earlier, right? This. Did I catch that? All right. I'm trying to give an example. Which I know I caught buy earlier. Trying to get y'all an example. All right, we can do something. That's not. Yeah, I'm trying to find an example. I took a trade earlier. Here we go. We can. All right, so let's see. So if I was looking for supply and demand, all right, we can go right here. We look for this demand area, right? Boom. We saw the bearish or red candle, and then we saw a push up. The bulls came in, pushed it up, and we was waiting for it to come back down. It came back down here. So what I do is this. I don't just enter because it hit the zone or reject it. I need a bull flag. So these are bull flags. Something like this. And once it break this candle, I'm taking breakout, stop loss underneath here. You going up, taking your money. That's what I trade, y'all. And you do that the opposite way as well. So once it broke that candle, I get in, put my stop loss underneath this candle, and I try to go for the pivot zones. I like the pivots. It plays out like support and resistance. So yeah, man. So that's what I'm looking for tonight, guys. So let's see if we can get a trade tonight before I talk about the homie Trump. We might not get one right now, but we will keep an eye out on it throughout the reaction. So right now, I'm looking. This is a 15-minute time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute. I normally trade on the 5 minutes. All right, so I'm looking for a supply or demand. So we got this push up right here. So we could put a demand right here, zone right here, and see if it comes back down. Boom, right? And get more of a push up. It tested the daily low from yesterday. So then we got a pivot right here. I don't like trading off of these pivot zones. I like to see if it breaks or retests and go back up. You know what I mean? So normally I just sit back and chill. So right now there's no trade. So yeah, man, no trade. All right, let's get straight into this Donald Trump stuff, y'all, and we will get back to the trading. Let's see. All right, first and foremost, let's go to Trump. No, let's go to let's go there. So I am not familiar with what's going on as much. You know what I mean? My father-in-law came to me and was like, "Hey, you see what's happening in DC?" And I'm like, "Nah," because I'm so focused on the grind, man. I'm so focused on building myself up, becoming a better person that I'm not even focusing on, the homie Trump. So let's check out this video and see what they're talking about.
Trump using his authority under the Home Rule Act to take control of D.C. police in a bid to crack down on crime. Just moments ago, D.C.'s mayor and police chief reacted to the president's historic announcement.
Yeah, so a lot to unpack here. News 4's Mark Seagraves has been following these developments all day. He's joining us live from the press room at the Wilson Building with the latest. Mark, what was your biggest takeaway from the mayor just now?
Well, from the mayor, it is the disconnect, the complete disconnect between how the mayor is portraying this and the chief of police and how the president of the United States is portraying this. The mayor really trying to soften this blow and repeatedly saying that that she's going to cooperate, they're going to follow the law, and this will help them to collaborate with their federal partners. A stark contrast to what President Trump said this morning about taking over the D.C. Police Department and crime, in his words, being out of control in Washington, D.C. Take a listen to a couple of the things that the president said this morning in his press conference.
So today we're declaring public safety emergency in the District of Columbia, and Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's fantastic, is taking command of the Metropolitan Police Department as of this moment. This city will no longer be a sanctuary for illegal alien criminals. We will have full, seamless, integrated cooperation at all levels of law enforcement, and we'll deploy officers across the district with an overwhelming presence. You'll have more police, and you'll be so happy.
So, based off of what I was looking at earlier, I see that the crime rate. Let's see if I can put. Man, how can I share without stopping this? That's weak. That's the only thing. I don't know how to share without stopping. But anyways, yeah, let me stop it. So I pulled up the crime rate. Here we go. I'm about to pull it up real quick. I pulled up this crime rate. Very interesting because the crime rate actually decreased. It actually decreased, y'all. So in 2024, last year, there was 112 homicides. 2025, 99. 12% change. Sexual abuse or sex abuse, 110. 55. That's 50%. Dramatically. That's dramatic. Assault with a dangerous weapon went down 20%. Robbery, went down 28%. Violent crimes total 26% from last year. Crime rate went down. Merrill Browser, the mayor of Washington, D.C., the capital. Look like she's been doing a great job. And I guess recently, crime has increased with these young people, and I don't know, man. I'm trying to find video on what's happening, because based on these numbers, there's not a lot. Like, I can't say it's not a lot going on because it's 99 homicides can be, crazy. I'm not saying that's not a lot. That's a lot. But what I'm saying is, what makes Washington different than any other city? Like Columbus, Ohio, we crazy. Chicago, bro, I would have sent the cops to Chicago because Chicago is crazy. It's nuts. Like every single week, there's a mass shooting in like at bars, at clubs, and house parties. And so Chicago, I can see you bringing, the police in, but shoot, them police, they scared. I ain't gonna lie, they scared. They scared. They be getting killed out there though. But Washington D.C., I don't know, man. Do they need it? Yes. Like, I think the bad cops put fear in our hearts, definitely as Black people. And I'm not going to knock Black people, but I got to say one thing, guys. Black people, when you start enforcing the law, racism. Come on, bro. Like, you really think Trump is targeting Black people? These people really think Trump is targeting Black people? That's insane to me. You know what I mean? Like, and they say he's using this for dictatorship. Come on, y'all. Y'all make up anything to say anything to make yourself seem or sound relevant. Like, that's stupid. Like, bro, Trump is not one, he's not trying to run again. He's just trying to make this country safer. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what he's doing. He's tired of these young people destroying the city. He's tired of y'all protesting and destroying businesses that you don't have no money to even, you know what I mean, go in there and buy anything. That's why you destroy it, you know? But anyway, let's go.
You're going to see police, or you're going to see FBI agents. We're going to have a lot of agents on the streets. You're going to have a lot of essentially military, and we will bring in the military if it's needed, by the way.
But she says that she was not.
So that last thing the president said, they're bringing in the military.
He ugly. This what money look like? He ugly. That dude ugly. Hey, one thing about Trump, my man's not no punk. He's not no punk, and they don't like that. They don't like that because those Democrats, for a side note, I love the Republicans. Sorry for all the Democrats that think all black people gotta be Democrats. Because our grandma told us to be so. Our black churches told us to do so. These fake politicians, these fake rappers who only vote when Kamala Harris is running or Obama is running, and Black Lives Matter bull crap. And listen, at the end of the day, the people that's complaining are playing victim. What are we going to do about it? We're going to continue to focus and blame Trump for everything in our own household. Bro, I'm struggling to find out. You think I'm about to be focusing on what Trump doing to all these black people? Like, come on, bro. Seriously. Come on, y'all. We got to lose our
needed. That's in addition to the National Guard. He was flanked by Pete Hegseth during this announcement, who said at that press conference that they were more than ready to bring in active military into Washington, D.C. if they felt that that was absolutely necessary. The mayor, again, saying that she was not really prepared for this drastic a move, that she was anticipating that the president was going to mobilize the National Guard, but not go so far as to take over the DC Police Department, something he has been threatening. And we here at Channel 4 have been warning about since last year during the campaign. The president has been making these threats, and today following through with one of the...
Oh, y'all telling me Trump been making these threats
since last year during the campaign, the president.
So y'all are proving that Trump is not talk. If he was saying he was going to do this once he ran for president and he won, and he's doing it, why are y'all mad? We voted for him. Well, I didn't vote because I moved from Michigan to Ohio, and I wasn't driving 2 hours away, 3 hours away just to go vote because it was just chaotic at that time. But anyways, side note, that was a side note. Trump talks a lot, but one thing I can say is he's gonna put action behind his words. He's gonna put action behind his words, and y'all hate that. Y'all hate it because y'all don't do it in your own personal life. You talk about you want to change. You talk about you want to do this. You talk about you want to invest in this and make changes in the community. All y'all do is have fish fry and pork chop sale dinners because this man. Listen, let me stop. Y'all just talk. And one thing I like about Trump, he ain't just talk. He's about action. And I'm tired of this man's face, man.
The president has been making these threats, and today following through.
What could be a disaster?
With her response again.
Let's hear from Mayor Morel Browser.
Downplaying really the Take a Listen conference.
I'm going to work every day to make sure it's not a complete disaster. What could be a disaster is if we lose communities who won't call the police. That could be a disaster. Well, it will be a disaster if communities won't talk to the police if a crime has been committed and could help solve that crime.
Hold on. What she just say? Hold on. What she just say?
Lose communities who won't call the police. That could be a disaster.
Hold on.
Is if we lose communities who won't call the police.
Where's she been, Autumn? She been in the shell? When the last time black people trust the police when crime was happening in the community? They don't snitch. So what are you talking about? You already lost that, bro. Black people do not snitch. They don't snitch in the hood. There's a murder crime. There's a stabbing. There's a sexual abuse. There's a rape. They're not telling. So all this little weak stuff you're talking about doesn't matter because it's happening already. The black community don't trust the police. And y'all, listen.
That could be a disaster. Well, it will be a disaster if communities won't talk to the police if a crime has been committed and could help solve that crime. That could be a disaster. It would be a disaster if people who aren't committing crimes are antagonized into committing crimes. That would be a disaster.
Like, how will this all unfold?
All right. Enough of that bull crap. Enough of that. I'm ready to propose a collaboration that I think could. All right. My bad. I'm gonna put it on here so I can see. I'm writing a proposal collaboration I think it should benefit you as a streamer. My goal is to help y'all. Man, you might be a scam, bro. This is Kick, guys. I just joined Kick. Man, you might be a scam, bro. I don't know, bro. I can't trust no scammers right now. You said add me on my Discord. Listen, I'm a day trader. I don't trust people like that, bro. Because a lot of scammers is in here. Oh, but anyways, let's get off of here real quick. And I want to, my bad. I'm over here trying to find my freaking thing. Okay, here we go. I want to change the video over real quick. I want y'all to listen to some TikToks real quick. All right, let's hear from the community. Let's hear from the community, baby. All right. All right, we're gonna hear from the black guy first. All right. Let's hear from the black guy first. But David Hope, man, thank you for your comments for sure, bro. No disrespect, bro. But I don't trust people who say my Discord. I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. My bad. That ain't the right one. This is the right one. I can't trust you, baby. I can't trust you. Let's move on. So this right here, I want to add to a video. This is a black cop. I believe he's in DC. So let's hear what he has to say. Please and thank you.
President Trump has federalized the police department in Washington, D.C., and people are upset. He's calling it Liberation Day for Washington, D.C., and I couldn't agree more.
Thank you, Black Brother.
Crime in D.C. has
Black
ran rampant. And it's about time that people can now have faith and trust in law enforcement out there and be able to walk the streets and not get hit over the head or mugged. I mean, why would anybody be upset with that? We just had...
So I'm in Columbus, Ohio, right? And when I see these cops, I don't feel only time I feel fearful about a cop is when they behind me and I'm driving. Even when I'm not doing nothing, you're not speeding, you're not drinking, you're not doing nothing. You're just cruising. You just feel like, the cops is going to pretty much pull you over. So I just, that's the only time I really feel fearful. But when I walk to Walmart and you see the cops pretty much their hands in their bulletproof vests like this, They like this, and they like, how you doing? How you doing? I know a few. I went to church with two of them. They super cool. You know what I mean? They not all of them are good, but majority of them are. So the Democrat Party is trying to make this bigger than what it is. They thinking the cops is just going, they just gonna start shooting all the black people, shoot all the white people. They're gonna shoot all the terrorist people. That is not what's gonna happen. He's doing this so we can have a safer city, Washington. Washington, safer city. Like this young brother who's a police officer, I believe, in Washington. Speak to him again, man. They ain't listening to you, young man. They ain't listening to you.
Why would anybody be upset with that? We just had a young member of Doge beat by a gang of young males. I mean, why would anybody have a problem with that? The left is calling him a dictator. They're calling him an authoritarian. A lot of names that they throw.
Hey, they call him the Antichrist. They call him the Antichrist. Bro, that man's 70-something years old. That man's not going to make it. But Jesus might come back tomorrow. Might come back in 30 years and we be raptured up. But that man might not make it when Jesus returns. That man might be gone. He's 77 years old. He got 3.5 years left in office. Come on, y'all. How's he an Antichrist? How is he a dictator? Just because he's friends with Putin and what's the other dude's name? Is that North Korea? Because I don't think he's friends with him. He don't bring him up no more. He got them boys quiet over there in South Korea and North Korea. They quiet. They must just be beefing with each other. But anyways.
A lot of word salads.
Yeah, boy.
Of course, they're calling for him to be impeached. But the people that support him is calling for more. This is what we voted for. And we're very happy that this man is making DC safe. He's making America safe. Look at the border. Have we had any other illegal border crossings since he took office? Nah. A big difference from what we've dealt with the last 4 years and who was responsible. So President Trump has federalized the police in Washington, D.C.
All right, let's look.
Love to spit in the face of the police.
Now let's listen.
It's absurd.
Now let's listen to his enemies. Let's listen to his enemies. The ones that hate him, the victims.
It's absurd. DC is a city, and there's the issues that any city has, but it's absurd. And, if his mouth is moving, he's lying, one of those things. So, it's all distractions.
Every city that he named, Chicago, Oakland, Baltimore, all of them are black cities. So it feels not only like a target on.
It's always that one black. It's always not one's all of them. Not all, but because I don't do it. But I used to be just like you, buddy. I used to be just like you. You playing victim.
Oakland, Baltimore, all of them are black cities. So it just feels not only like a target on DC's back, but also mine as a black man in DC. It's just, it doesn't feel like home anymore. If you don't live in DC, you would think that, damn, DC is like he said, giving Baghdad or something, but it's not. It's not at all. Like, yes, we have issues like any other inner city, but those issues are coming because the tops are white people. And
oh my gosh. Hold on. He said the crimes and issues. I should not. Man.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
What did he just say? Rewind that, bro. So you blaming the white people for the crimes that these black people doing in Chicago and Washington. You're blaming the top, the rich. You blaming Trump for the rapists. You blaming all these LA gangs, Bloods, Crips, O-Block, BDs, GDs, Vice Lords, people in Florida, the Haitians. You blaming all this on the people on top. Wow.
coming because
very intelligent.
the tops are white people and they don't see us. We want to make DC suitable for us, not for everyone.
I'm really scared for my neighbors.
My bad. Let me go back, bro.
It's absurd. I mean, DC, it's all distraction.
And DC, yes, we have issues are coming, but they don't see us. We want to make
He said,
scared for
I'm
my
gonna let her talk.
actions like
we want to.
What the frick is going on? My
It's
bad,
absurd.
y'all.
I mean,
They don't see us. We want to make DC suitable for us, not for everyone.
I'm really scared for my neighbors. Actions like Trump's and words like Trump's are indicative of like an overwhelming fear of
Who is your neighbors? Who is your neighbors? Who's our neighbors? Why don't she say why don't she say I'm afraid for my black neighbors? What's that? I'm going to bed? All right. No. Boy, just come on. I love you.
Bye.
Bye. These are my kids, boy. This big chunk moo.
different from you. And I think that like with that fear of people being different from you is usually you not putting a lot of effort into getting to know the people around you and getting to know your neighbors. And I think that's evidenced by the fact that it's so easy to say, oh, call in the National Guard or call in all of these agencies to police a neighborhood of people who have just as much of a right to be here as anyone else. And that fear is a disconnect between.
All right, then you walk downtown at night. Not saying all black people like that, because the man right here look crazy. Come on, man. Shut up, girl.
Someone who's living there and people who are living like
primarily in black and brown neighborhoods, right? And so in black and brown, the mayor has established as well these new juvenile curfew enforcement zones, and they're primarily in black and brown neighborhoods, right? And so both from the mayor's standpoint.
They love to
sit. Enough of that bull crap, guys. All right, so that's Donald Trump federalizing the DC police to help. All right, that's enough. Let's get back to what I'm doing, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it. All right, let's take it back to my trading. Let's see if we can catch a trade tonight, man. Let's see if we can catch a trade tonight. I see a setup happening. Y'all. I see it, and I believe it. I believe it, and I see it. All right. We got supply here. We can see a little nice supply zone right here. It's playing out. We got, the bullish, and then we got strong bearish push down. I'm thinking if we can tap into this zone of this demand, so hit the supply. But like I said, what I'm waiting on, gotta make sure I'm on the right time frame. I'm on a 5 minute. All right, I'm on a 5 minute time frame. What I'm waiting on is I'm a different content creator, guys. I just don't want to react. I want to show y'all ways to make money as well. But I believe we can get a push down. I believe we can finish this push down from the close. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened. That power hour. That power hour push. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this beauty. Bro. Even this right here, this breakout, earlier. You see what I say? You got the supply, you got the demand right here. Push up. It's bouncing, but it looked like it want to break. And what you do is put a bull flag, bear flag, my bad, right here. And you would have got in right here. I missed this trade because I was already up $300 something. I was not trying to lose. And boom, put it right there. Go for your 1-1, 1-2, pivot zone, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So we are looking to see if we can get a bear flag. A bear flag, guys. What is a bear flag? We need to connect another wick. See, this would not work because, so I would want it to be like something like this. So we're going to sit here and I ain't going to sit here. I was just trying to see if anything was popping. Y'all want to be on watching me trade all day, Ooh. But I do see a push, though. I do see a push down very soon. Even this a 15 minute. Ooh, man. Then you got this right here. We're gonna see if we can get a entry real quick, guys. See if we can get an entry. Where's the VWAP at? That's the question. Let's see. Where's the VWAP? That's what I need to be looking at. So VWAP is down here. So it looks like it's all buys right now, but like I said, there could be a nice retracement back down to this demand zone. So, yeah, man, it's a counter trend type of trade, but it is what it is. Oh, shoot. They ain't watching nothing. Forget that. We cutting it off. My bad, guys. Thought y'all was watching it. I never put it on the cart. I mean, on the charts. We gone. I'm going to create another stream for this. All right. Deuces.